My name is Kimmie or Kimmie Ann. This is my introduction video to introduce myself to you and to the world and tell you a little bit about my series that I'm going to be making that I hope you join me in. So a little bit about me. I am originally from Texas. I'm a Texas girl, born and raised. I now live in Oklahoma, which is somewhere that I never thought that I would live, but you know, never say never. You don't know where life is going to take you. I've been here about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half now, and I actually really like it. I love it. It's not what I thought it was. I had a misconception about Oklahoma, like maybe some of you do. It's not all country and podunk. I am from near Fort Worth, and all of my family is still down there in the DFW Metroplex, so I go down to Texas like once a month, maybe not quite so much, maybe like once every other month. But anyway, that's where I'm from. I now live in Oklahoma. It is a little bit colder here, not too much, but it can be 10 to 15 degrees colder here, and I don't love the cold. I get cold very easily. I moved to Oklahoma because my boyfriend lives here, so I moved here to be with him and near him. I think so far one of the best decisions I've ever made. He is awesome. And he owns a business and I manage that business. And he's also in real estate and we flip houses together. So that's not really the point of my YouTube series, but in the future I might do some videos showing you a little bit of the process on house flipping. So yeah, I might make some videos on that because it really is exciting. It's a whole lot of work and it is a long, big process, and it's really great to take something kind of run down that most people wouldn't want to live in and make it beautiful that any family would love to have and call their home. So some of my hobbies are researching health and wellness. I like to read and I like to be outdoors. I like to jog and I like to hike. My boyfriend and I, we go camping about 5 or 6 times a year with a group of friends, a group of other people. And it is a little bit of glamping, but it is still camping. There's no running water, there's no bathroom, and we bathe in the river. It's camping. It's legit outdoor in the woods. We go hunting, we go fishing, and I love it. I love being out in nature, and it makes me feel really close to God. I just feel His presence, and I just see the beauty in His creation all around me. So obviously I'm into house flipping. I'm also into furniture rehab and flipping furniture. I'm still kind of a baby and still learning some of that stuff. I've done a couple of projects. A couple of them have been a bit of a flop, to be honest. They didn't turn out nearly like I thought they would, so I have still a lot to learn on that, but it is fun. Working with paint can be difficult when you've never done it before. I mean, the color doesn't turn out like you think it will, the texture, there's a lot to learn. So that's one of my hobbies, and I also like to cook and I like to bake, especially because I don't like pretty much anything that you can buy store-bought as far as baked items, as far as how they affect your body and how healthful they are, and learn new recipes. And I might make some videos to show some of the recipes that I make on a regular basis. I like simple and easy for the most part. I love my crock pot. I love throwing stuff in there and having this awesome meal that is just kind of roasted and blended together all day, and it has all these juices and flavors just infused in it. It's so good and fairly easy, which I love. And I really just like kind of studying about how to live well. Oh, and Netflix. That's one of my hobbies. Sitting my booty on the couch and watching Netflix. Come on, we all do it. So my boyfriend and I have been watching Grey's Anatomy lately, and I know I'm getting judged now. Don't turn it off just yet. We honestly did not know what it was when we started watching it. We're like, oh, medical show. And I know you probably think that's just ridiculous and we've been living under a rock, but really neither of us knew what it was really about. And we're like, oh, we can learn something from this show. This will be great. And no, you don't really learn anything from Grey's Anatomy. It is a big soap opera drama. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves sucked into, and it is addicting. It sadly is addicting. And I guess part of it is we're just kind of lazy, and it was just like that's what we watch, so we just keep watching it. I like things that are like happy, everybody's living well and thriving and happily ever after, blah, blah, blah. Feel good movies and shows. I like those things. I don't like people constantly dying. So anyway, new Netflix series recommendations. Let me know what you like. And we did start kind of watching Parks and Recs, and I don't know, we just could not get into it. I think we only watched maybe like 3 shows, maybe 4. And we were just like, this is so boring, and we could not get into it. And lots of people told us it gets better, it really does, it picks up. So I don't know, maybe we'll go back to that because I think it's more lighthearted and funny. So anyway, that might be something we need to check back out. Let me know what you think about Parks and Recs. We also like things that we can learn from, something just interesting that we can learn from. So anyway, enough about that. Leave your suggestions below and I will read through those and keep you updated on what we choose for our next Netflix series. Okay, so that's gonna lead me into what my series will be about, which is going to be health and wellness. I don't know if you already got that so far. I'm really passionate about health and wellness and just living your best life possible. I think that's something, that we all strive for. We all want to be happy, right? And those are the things that make us happy. And I want that for myself, and I want that for you too, because I might not know you, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about you. And I want everybody in the world, I know, like rainbows and sunshine, but I want everybody to be happy and healthy and loving and yada, yada, yada. And I know realistically that that's never going to happen, but that doesn't mean that I can't strive to make a little bit of change, one person at a time. So that's gonna be kind of the bulk, and what I'm focused on is health and wellness. I'm also gonna do this little other series on the side called I Got a Package. And basically what it's gonna be is when I get something delivered to me and I have a package out on my porch, I want you to come and open it up with me and experience finding out what I got. And then I'll do a little review of whatever it is. That's just gonna be a fun little side series. I don't know what the future holds, but any and all kinds of things that come on my porch, we'll figure it all together. We'll figure out if it's a good product or not. So hopefully it can help you decide if there might be some things you wanna buy or pass on. Okay, so the reason I'm starting this channel and the reason that I'm so passionate about health and wellness is because I have an autoimmune condition myself. I was diagnosed when I was 17 years old with scleroderma. It's pretty rare, a rare autoimmune condition. And it's been a bit of a battle ever since. I'll tell you a little bit more in depth of my personal story with that later on, but that is the drive for my passion. So I'll be talking about different health conditions from moderate to severe. Hopefully one of these days I'll get all of them covered. That's my dream and my goal. All different kinds of health conditions, and I'm also going to be talking about drugs and different therapies. I myself really focus on natural healing and natural therapies, and that's going to be the big focus of my YouTube videos. And also I'd really like to impact people and influence people on protecting themselves from getting disease one day. I know looking back now, if I had known then what I know now, I might not have an autoimmune condition. I might have prevented myself from getting it, and so that's really my goal, is to help prevent you from something happening to you, or if it already has, to help you reverse that and get your health back on track. I do have to say that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical doctor, and this is not medical advice. I always encourage you to seek medical professional advice for something that's going on with your body. I suggest that you see a holistic or functional medicine doctor. These are medical doctors, medically trained, who are going to help you heal as naturally as possible, but they also do prescribe medications when needed. But their first focus is going to be on working on the root cause, whatever caused your condition, to get that taken care of first. And a lot of conventional doctors, unfortunately, don't work like that. They just hand you a pill that might suppress your symptoms, but the cause of what causes your problem is still there and still ongoing, so your body never actually gets better. And it really gets worse and worse, and then you compile problems, and you take a pill for this, and you take a pill for that, and then pills have their own drawbacks and cause their own problems. and your body just never gets better. And then your life just kind of goes downhill from there. And I've seen this happen way too many times, and I don't want to see that happen to you or anyone else. So I'm going to be making videos on different drugs and conventional treatments and talking about some of the harmful effects of those and some of the natural alternatives that work very, very well and that are healing to your body and don't cause harm to your body. I try to live mostly organic. I'm not perfect. I'm not quite there yet. I'm working on it. It's a process. So I'll be discussing some of the things that I do, like things that I use to clean my house, and kind of tell you a little bit about all of the toxic chemicals that are in all of these things that we're surrounded on a daily basis that cause a lot of problems, especially for women. Because of our hormones. And you can be on my journey with me to becoming more and more organic and chemical free, which is really exciting. And then last, I kind of want to say that, you know, especially if you have a health condition, it is a process and you have to be patient with yourself and patient with the process. I mean, I still have days where I don't feel well and where I'm very tired. Fatigue is kind of one of my biggest issues and things that holds me back. And I have started really implementing things fairly recently that I know are making a big difference. I had like a slip up the other day, and so I know that there are a few things that I'm doing that are really working, and it was just a reminder to stay on track and that there are certain things that I cannot consume and put into my body. This is going to be real and raw and authentic. You know, it's not always pretty, but I want to be real with you guys and show you the truth of kind of, I don't want to say battling because I don't feel like that's really accurate, but battling a condition, a disease, and fighting for health and wellness. Okay, so that's about it. That's kind of what you can look forward to on my series. I really hope that you will be engaged with me and be active in telling me what you think about my videos and telling me what you think that I should speak on and helping me improve. I know that I'm not very tech savvy yet and I have a lot to learn as far as making and editing videos. That's going to be a process in and of itself, and hopefully it's my plan that my videos will get better and better. So stick with me and kind of help me out if you can along that journey. I'd love to hear your input and your advice as long as you keep it kind. Any haters are going to be blocked and removed because nobody wants that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So that's a little bit about me. Nice to meet ya. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can see my future videos. Stick with me on this journey. Hope that you all have a beautiful and a blessed day.